We're making the perfect quarterback today on the Locked On NFL Scouting Podcast.
You are Locked On NFL Scouting with the Draft Dudes, your daily podcast for NFL and college football scouting. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What's better than this? It's guys being dudes here on the Locked On NFL Scouting Podcast. We're the Draft Dudes. I'm Joe Marino from Locked On Bills. He's Kyle Crabbs from Locked On Dolphins. And we are your NFL experts here with you daily to talk team building across the league on the Locked On NFL Scouting Podcast with the Draft Dudes, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Want to issue a big thank you, shout out, and welcome to our everydayers. Those of you who never miss a single episode, we appreciate y'all being here very, very much.
Joe, surely no one will be upset by the exercise we're about to conduct here with a major assist to Dan Orlovsky, who put out, this is an annual thing for Dan, right? We did this last year as well, piggybacked off of it. It's creating the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL with 7 individual traits. And the objective is you want to be ranked higher because that means you're better amongst your peers. And we are going to do the exercise that Dan did, where it's arm strength, ball placement, mechanics, decision-making, pocket presence, rushing ability, and then we made number 7 creativity. I'll talk a little bit about creativity when we get there at the back end. But we're going to reveal our top 10s at each one of these categories. Joe, it's probably easiest for us to just read through our 1 through 10 in a trait, and then I'm going to do the bookkeeping as you do your list so that we will be able at the end stack it, where if you're not ranked, you get 11 points, and then be able to see who's like how off of these 7 categories, how we rank the quarterbacks in the NFL based off their rankings in these individual traits combined.
A lot of moving parts on today's show.
Yeah, they're
let's hope we can pull this off. The one thing we're
not
pulling off.
To have some smelling salts beforehand, but Jeff
got
Bezos
mine.
had other ideas for me.
Yeah, I got mine. It's unopened. No worries. Kyle's still waiting on his. So whenever his gets here, we will.
It's been out for delivery for 28 hours.
Maybe tomorrow. We'll find out.
Maybe tomorrow. Who knows?
All right, Kyle Crabbs.
I'm
excited. Let's do it.
Would
do I
you
go
like,
first or what?
Would you like that? I'll let you asked me to MC.
Yeah.
So I'll let you decide first. Do you want to read your list first for arm strength, or do you want to read it first for the next
one? I'll go first for this one.
Okay, very good. Then the floor is yours. 1 through 10, your top 10 strongest arms in the NFL, per your opinion, in the here and now.
Number 1, Josh Allen.
Okay.
Number 2, Patrick Mahomes. Number 3, Justin Herbert. Is my pace okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Number 4, Matthew Stafford. Number 5, Jordan Love. Number 6, Lamar Jackson. Number 7, Kyler Murray. Number 8, Anthony Richardson. Number 9, Cam Ward. Number 10, Baker Mayfield.
Okay. So you had Richardson at 8, you said?
Mm-hmm.
And then 9 was Cam Ward.
That's right.
8. What was the hardest one for you to slot here?
Probably Cam Ward, because I don't like to include rookies on things like this. But I thought it was such a strength of what he brings to the table that I wanted to give him a spot. I felt bad about leaving off certain players, like Drake May is a player that kind of stands out to me as a guy that I hated to leave off, but it was hard for me to put him on, but I felt like I needed to.
I was surprised you had Stafford 4. I'm going to be honest. I had Stafford at 6. So he's well represented for me. But 4,
there's some legacy there, man. When that dude came out, he had a hose, man. I'm buying it a little bit.
That was the hardest part for me, was balancing what I've known you to be versus a young guy and what he showed last year especially for some of the other one, like decision making. It's like,
Right.
okay, like what did you do last year versus what's your entire body of work say that you are?
Yeah, I
Was
agree.
tough.
I agree on that.
So for me, we both had Josh Allen number 1. I had Justin Herbert number 2. I had Lamar Jackson number 3, Patrick Mahomes number 4. I had Baker Mayfield at number 5.
Love it.
Spins it.
Love it. Yeah.
Dig it a lot. Stafford 6, as I mentioned. And then I had Jordan Love at 7. You had him at 5. 8, 9, and 10 for me are different. I do not have any overlap with you.
All right. That's fun.
I probably, in hindsight, should have found the spot for Anthony Richardson. I think that's a good call out by you. I had Geno Smith at 8. I had Jaden Daniels at 9, and I had Michael Penix Jr. at 10.
Oh, I thought about a lot of these players you did. And I thought about Drake May as well as a guy that deserves some consideration. But that's what I love about going to 10 on these things, where you do get some of that personal flavor dropped into the back side of the rankings. So
would you like to continue onward and upward? We can go right to number 2 is ball placement. So effectively accuracy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's my top 10 that I had for this. It was Joe Burrow, number 1. I had Lamar Jackson at number 2. I had Patrick Mahomes at number 3. Josh Allen at number 4. I had Jaden Daniels at number 5. Tua Tagovailoa at number 6. Matthew Stafford at 7. CJ Stroud at 8. Jared Goff at 9. And Dak Prescott at 10.
We'll have some good contrasting players here.
Very polite way to say that you did not agree.
No, I think we're close on a lot of this, but we'll unpack it. I will say that my foundation for this list was rooted heavily in data of the Fantasy Points data suite, where they track different levels of accuracy to include catchable balls, like a hero throw that's like a perfectly placed football to optimize the result of a play. And they also factor in like uncatchable throws. So I married that data together in addition to like my own thoughts to get to this list. But we do agree at number 1, it's Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Guys throws dots, man. It's annoying. Number 2, I have Tua Tagovailoa. Number 3, I have Baker Mayfield. Number 4, I have Jared Goff. Number 5, I have Matthew Stafford. Number 6, I have Patrick Mahomes. Number 7, I have Geno Smith. Number 8, I have Justin Herbert. Number 9, I have Josh Allen. Number 10, I have Lamar Jackson.
Okay. And you had Jared Goff where 6?
4. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, a lot of similar names. Goff, Tua, top 4. What was the disqualifying? I don't know if you have this off the top of your head, but like the disqualifying data point for like Daniels and Stroud.
They're close, man. They're close. I don't think there's a whole lot that pushes them down.
What was the overwhelming number for Baker Mayfield at 3?
I just am a big fan of the consistency that he has with the football and how he's been able to mesh with so many different targets. I don't have the data in front of me, but he's a guy that very limited amount of off-target throws, a lot of catchable, like it. That and his work on mechanics, and I feel like he throws a very consistently catchable football to all levels.
Any final thoughts on chapter 1 before we get into mechanics and decision making are our next 2?
Let me ask you this: for ball placement, who is the hardest guy for you to leave off?
Baker.
Yeah.
Who I wanted to get in. But I had him in that bucket with Goff and Prescott for me and didn't feel inclined, especially with where I got Baker versus where I had some of the other guys too. When you're looking at the full body of rankings, like wanting to make sure guys are accurately and appropriately represented across all the categories. If you felt like guys are deserving to be mentioned in more than one category, it kind of complicated things for me a little bit as well.
All right. Coming up next, mechanics, decision-making, pocket presence, and more. Folks, be sure to stick with us. This episode is presented by Yahoo Fantasy. Fantasy football is back. Fire up the group chat, get your draft board ready, and buckle up for a season filled with breakouts, busts, and all the overreactions we live for. It's all going down on Yahoo Fantasy. This year I'm playing on Yahoo Fantasy, and you should too, whether it's your first ever league or a veteran that's in your millionth league. I've used Yahoo Fantasy for years, and I love how smooth the draft day experience is. It's easy to set up a league. The mobile app is awesome, and the smack talk hits just a little different on those message boards. To celebrate 28 years of fantasy football greatness, Yahoo Fantasy is dropping 28 big new features over 28 days throughout August. To kick it off, they just dropped Yahoo Fantasy Guillotine Leagues, a killer new way to play fantasy football on Yahoo where the lowest scoring team gets eliminated each week until there's one team left standing. With the season around the corner, now's the time to get your league together and give this new mode a try. If you're more into the classics, you can still play in head-to-head private leagues or join a public league. Stay tuned for more killer announcements and start playing Yahoo Fantasy Football now at yahoofantasy.com/LockedOnNFL.
All right, so we're going to go mechanics, decision-making next two. I do regret to inform you because you did just do the ad read, but it is your turn to go first.
Yeah, that's fine. I got a sip of water, man. That's all I need. Number one for me in mechanics is Joe Burrow. Number two is Tua Tagovailoa. Weird. Ball placement and mechanics. Those guys are both 1 and 2. Number 3, I have Jared Goff. Number 4, I have Baker Mayfield. Number 5, I have Dak Prescott. Number 6, I have Jaden Daniels. Number 7, I have CJ Stroud. Number 8, I have Justin Herbert. Number 9, I have Aaron Rodgers. Number 10, I have Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Can I say this, though? Well, I mean, mechanics was the hardest one for me because you and I had a nice little chat about this in the pre-show. Mechanics have changed a lot in terms of what the ideal sequencing is, and mechanics are so specific to the player, like what works for them to consistently do what they want to do with the ball,
Right.
that like disassociating your own personal preferences and how it's supposed to look versus the evolution versus what works for the quarterbacks, it's a tough needle to thread.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a moving target, I guess, pun intended. We're talking quarterbacks, and we just got done talking about accuracy, but like what has been the norm has evolved. You've seen a lot more of the other rotational sports kind of bleed into passing in football. I think, other throwing mechanics from other sports, and that kind of being led at first by Tom House and how he brings all of these biomechanics in, and now all these great quarterback coaches that work with these guys. I mean, they're doing 3D scans, and I mean, we had Jordan Palmer came on with us a few years back and talked about the really robust plan that they do with their guys, not just in the offseason, but for maintenance in season to make sure that they're not losing gas as it goes, right?
Yeah.
And it's all tailored to individual athletes. So for me, it was kind of the consistency of what you do, and then how that can positively or negatively impact.
Yeah, I love that. You had a good lens. I like that a ton.
So that was the operation in my mind for going through mechanics. It was not, hey, this is how it's supposed to look. It's, hey, how consistent are you in what you're doing for your own individual delivery to allow you to consistently throw with velocity and throw with ball placement and throw with accuracy and like all that. So I also have Joe Burrow at number 1. I have CJ Stroud at number 2. I think he's a very consistent, like, delivery passer. I think the fluidity of Lamar Jackson's is really impressive for the ways that he's now able to manipulate the ball that he used to not be able to do.
Yeah.
And the way that has evolved. So I have Lamar Jackson at 3. I have Josh Allen at 4, where I think he's obviously got the arm strength to not have to. He can muscle balls when he wants to, but I think the way that he's, like Lamar Jackson, developed a little bit more ball flight path manipulation and touch I think that's been something that's become much more consistent for him. And then as he's become a quicker processor and how he's adapted and adopted some more timing structure stuff, I think that's been a big growth point for him. So I have Josh Allen at number 4. I have Dak Prescott at number 5. You also had Dak at 5, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I had Jared Goff at 6. Justin Herbert at 7. Matthew Stafford at 8. I had Tua Tagovailoa at 9. And then I had Aaron Rodgers at 10.
It's funny because I didn't have Josh, Patrick, or Lamar. And that very much is me saying it doesn't look like I was told it's supposed to look a long time ago. But to your point, how they can consistently perform like they do is a testament for them being pretty satisfied with how they function mechanically.
Yeah. And I had Pat was my first off for mechanics. So I had him technically 11, but I felt really good about my top. I felt good about my whole list, really. But like I felt like 1 through 6 kind of fell in line with Burrow, Stroud, Jackson, Allen, Prescott, Goff. And I was like, yeah, I think it became hard for me after Goff.
Can we talk to it just for a second? Because I know you're so versed there. I had him at number 2. You had him at 9. We both think highly of his mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
I think from a sequencing consistency and like the release timing like that, I think that's part of his superpowers. What for you maybe do you see that has you putting him a little bit lower in your top 10?
I think if we were doing quick game mechanics and footwork, he'd be number 1 for me.
Okay. Yeah.
The deeper set stuff, the deeper drops, when he gears up to throw it deep, I think he still has more room to gain for like his lower half recruitment on those throws. And I feel like if he's not doing a gun 3 or a gun 5 and he hits the top and he hitches and the ball comes out, that's picturesque.
Yeah.
But when he has to, maybe if he starts on this side and he gets to the top of the drop and then he hitches and then he's got to come back to like the backside breakers that are coming in.
Yeah.
He knows it's got to go, right? Because he knows he can't really drive it the way that he wants to. So the timing construct of that, I think, creates some of these breakdowns in his mechanics that then cause even less less velocity to get on the throw. And then at times when he's pushing, it can really negatively impact his accuracy.
Understood. Yeah, I really leaned into the sequencing when it's on.
Oh yeah, and I think he's the best. He's the best in the NFL from a quick game, get the laces, shuffle one footwork out of the gun or the pistol, and he gets lined up to throw, and all his cleats are on the ground, and it's a very compact release, and it's very snappy, and like that element of him, I think is textbook. Yeah. But as you try to foil that with where your individual strengths don't lie, that for me, and having seen that year over year, game over game, throw over throw for 5 years now, I'm like, I feel like you could help yourself here a little bit more. But at the end of the day, that's never going to be the backside inbreaker that you have to move all the way across the field to progress to. That's 20 yards down. Like, and unless you've got space to work, that's always going to be a hard throw for you. Decision making.
Is it my lead on this? I think so.
No, it's my lead on this.
Okay. All right.
So my top 10 for decision making. I have Joe Burrow at number 1. I have Lamar Jackson at number 2. I have Jaden Daniels at number 3. It was hard for me to put him this high because of the smaller sample size, but really good decision-making process.
Mm-hmm.
I have Josh Allen at number 4. Asked me last year, Josh Allen's not at number 4. But that's it. Both of those guys, when I was talking about how do I foil your entire body of work versus what last year was, I'm buying on the growth of both of that. I have Patrick Mahomes at number 5. Matthew Stafford at number 6. I had Jared Goff at number 7. Tua Tagovailoa at number 8. Jalen Hurts at number 9. And then I have Justin Herbert at number 10.
We're going to be pretty close with names on this one. I think we might only have one different name altogether. Some different orders, though.
Okay.
Decision making for me, number 1, Joe Burrow. Nobody executes the passing game better than Joe Burrow. Lamar Jackson at number 2.
Yep.
Pretty special, the blend of what he has at his disposal and how he takes care of the ball. It's pretty amazing, actually. Justin Herbert at 3. I've got Jared Goff at 4. Jaden Daniels at 5. So I'm with you. He's a top 5 decision maker. And I think that speaks to it, though. Like, for you to be a rookie player to show that level of maturity is off the charts. Josh Allen at 6. Patrick Mahomes at 7. Baker Mayfield at 8. Jalen Hurts, welcome to the party, at number 9. And I have Aaron Rodgers at 10.
Okay.
Felt weird about putting Aaron Rodgers there, but it's not like he was turnover prone or like didn't do to me, it was more like more of an awareness issue with anything you'd be critical of decision making and like an acceptance of his new skill set. But I thought he deserved. I mean, there's a little bit of a legacy play there, but
yeah,
I can't forget it. I can't forget who Aaron Rodgers was at one point.
I go back to the last year in Green Bay, and then obviously this past year in New York. And I think the worry for me is just we get greedy sometimes, right? Like we get our pre-snap look and we're like, oh, I know what I like here. I'm going to take it. And it's like, is this the most efficient way to play? And like, so for me, it was less Aaron misreading coverages, right? Because when you've played ball that long, you're going to recognize almost every coverage in real time. It was what's your pre-snap process like to start your eyes in the right place and work through the optimal flow of distribution routes. And for Aaron, it was like, oh, I like my matchup here. I'm taking it. A little too much last couple years.
Yeah. All right, we got a lot to do in segment 3. Pocket presence, rushing ability, creativity. Folks, be sure to stick with us. August 26th is officially FanDuel Futures Day, a brand new holiday for football fans who live for bold predictions and preseason hunches. For just 24 hours, FanDuel is giving you deals on NFL season predictions. So whether you're calling your shot at MVP, eyeing a long shot division winner, or ready to crown your Super Bowl champ before week 1 even kicks off, this is your moment. So take a flyer on the MVP race. Does Josh Allen repeat? Maybe Baker Mayfield as a dark horse. You could crown your champion in August. Do the Eagles go back-to-back? Maybe the Chiefs, are they in it? Is this the Bills year? Go and make your pick. Or you could parlay your division winner dark horses. Maybe you have a good hunch on the NFC West, or maybe the Broncos are going to win the AFC West. If you like any of that, get in on it over at FanDuel. Visit the FanDuel app today and start planning your future bets now, because Futures Day is one day and one day only. FanDuel, play your game.
So here's our factoid. I know we have a lot to do. Each one of us through 4 categories has 2 quarterbacks that has been represented in all the top 10 of all 4 categories. Your 2, do you know who they are?
I would guess Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow was not ranked top 10 for arm strength, so not.
Oh, boy. Is it Herbert?
Justin Herbert, 2 3s and 2 8s.
Baker Mayfield?
And Baker Mayfield, 10, 3, 4, and 8.
All right.
My 2. Actually, I have 3. I lied. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, represented in all 4 of my early categories.
I think I only have Matthew Stafford twice.
I can confirm, yes. You did not have Stafford in mechanics or decision making.
All right. I'm excited to see this all shake out.
All right, so you have pocket presence up first.
All right. Number 1, Josh Allen. Number 2, Joe Burrow. Number 3, Jordan Love. Number 4, Lamar Jackson. Number 5, Patrick Mahomes. Number 6, Jared Goff. Number 7, Justin Herbert. Number 8, Bo Nix. Number 9, Jaden Daniels. Number 10, Baker Mayfield.
Baker sneaks into another top 10 list.
Man, I can't quit him, dude. Can't quit him.
You had Jaden Daniels at 9?
That's correct.
And then Jared Goff was
6.
And then, I'm sorry, who was 3 and who was 4 between Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson?
2 was Burrow.
2 was Burrow.
Yep. 3 was Jordan Love.
Got it. I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you. Fat thumbs. All right, I guess
a lot. Dude, it's a lot to keep track of, dude.
I could move in, and I got to
just given it to you beforehand, but no, we didn't do that.
Because I like finding it out authentically, as I'm sure you do too.
I do too.
I'm sure you like hearing. So for me, I had Lamar Jackson at 1, Patrick Mahomes at 2, Jaden Daniels at 3, Josh Allen at 4. These next two are weird for me.
All right.
Because they take a lot of sacks, both of them.
Okay.
It's CJ Stroud and Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Both of those guys, they like to hold the ball. They like to, but it very rarely feels like either one of them is like, hey, I don't know where I need to try to fade to find space. If that makes sense.
I mean, I had Joe Burrow at number 2, so I think the world of his pocket presence. You know, the sell there for me would be more CJ Stroud.
I leaned heavier on not the 24 offensive line. It sounds like they might not start Blake Fisher either.
They shouldn't. If anybody watched tape last year, I know he's a young player that deserves to pave his own path, but he wasn't ready to go last year, man.
Matthew Stafford at 7, Jordan Love at 8, Brock Purdy at 9, and Jared Goff at 10.
I respect the Brock Purdy poll. When we had a second reaction and we switch it to creativity, I had to bump Brock Purdy off. And I felt like he was deserving of somewhere, and I think you found a good spot for him.
Yeah, because he feels it. And
he does.
I think that's that gene that he has where there's sometimes where I feel like he has that kind of eyes in the back of his head type of escape ability within the pocket sometimes. Now, he doesn't have the explosive speed like Lamar does, and he doesn't have the raw arm strength that Pat does within the pocket to slide in, find that little sliver, and then flip your hand to get the ball out there, or the raw power of a Josh Allen.
But if he did,
holy cow, he probably wouldn't have been Mr. Irrelevant, right?
Probably not.
All right. So I know we got to keep rolling here. Rushing ability. I'll go first.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson, 1. Jalen Hurts, 2. Jaden Daniels, 3. Josh Allen, 4. Kyler Murray, 5. Justin Fields, 6. Justin Herbert, 7. Bo Nix, 8. Patrick Mahomes, 9. Drake May, 10.
Ooh.
I really liked how this list came out for me. If you find a spot for Baker Mayfield on this one.
No, I thought about it. Hey, his rushing numbers aren't bad. They're not bad.
They are not bad.
And his yards after contact, I think, is actually top 5 in the NFL from a quarterback perspective. So I had him, and I had to bump him. But he had a good shot. Number 1, Lamar Jackson. Number 2, Josh Allen. Number 3, Jalen Hurts. Number 4, Jaden Daniels. Number 5, Justin Fields. Number 6, Anthony Richardson. Number 7, sorry.
5.
Okay,
sorry. These names a little further down. They're not as easy to find out. Okay. 6 is Richardson. I'm good.
You got it. Yep. 7 is Kyler Murray. 8 is Bo Nix. 9 is Drake May. And 10 is Caleb Williams.
He's a Drake May at 9.
Drake May at 9.
I'm really glad we both recognize the electric roller coaster ride that is Bo Nix. Both of us getting him in at number 8 on our respective list for rushing ability.
Hey, he's a good little quarterback, man. The way he grew last year, pretty exciting.
And
playoff experience.
There's big leaps and bounds and opportunities for him. A little surprised he left Pat off.
Is he really? He doesn't weaponize his legs enough.
He does, but he does it to throw.
Right. I valued the run to run.
The actual running.
Yes.
Running the ball to run element.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that brings us to creativity. And creativity is one that I feel like I should offer some level of a disclaimer to, similar to what mechanics was. You can quantify creativity in a lot of ways, right? And there was some guys that do outside of structure stuff that's really like exciting, but I think sometimes it's not super smart. So I didn't just run a reward to that. So it was the creativity of, for me, how to use your eyes and your helmet stripe to move defenders. What's your ball handling like? When you do have that free runner bearing down on you, do you show that reactive instinct to force a missed tackle? And then how creative are you with finding opportunities to get the ball out when you're outside of the construct of the play. Like, it was very much not just a, wow, he's got fun releases in the grasp of opposing pass rushers, or wow, he's doing a really good job of tripling back and running back 20 yards to force missed pass, right? Like, I don't want to reward that behavior.
You're saying the creativity has to actually matter.
Correct. It needs to be used in a good way.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
So I have Patrick Mahomes at 1. I have Lamar Jackson at 2. Josh Allen at 3. I have Jaden Daniels at 4. Matthew Stafford at 5. Kind of some of the resourceful passing elements, and especially under pressure, and how he can access the field while under pressure. I got that darn Brock Purdy in here at 6. Is the decision-making part of it might not always be great, but he can be real creative. I have Geno Smith at 7. I have Jordan Love at 8. I have Baker Mayfield at 9. And then I have CJ Stroud at number 10.
Whew. All right. I have the same top 3 as you. Mahomes 1. Jackson 2. Allen 3.
Okay.
Then I have Jalen Hurts at 4.
Jalen Hurts at 4. Okay.
Justin Herbert at 5. Jaden Daniels at 6. Joe Burrow at 7. CJ Stroud at 8. Bo Nix at 9. Matthew Stafford at 10.
Okay. So pretty good amount of overlap there.
So do you have what the survey says?
Yeah, I'm just filling out the non-votes that you had for the creativity sheet, and then I will be able to provide you, as we have, no pressure, Kyle. It was about a minute.
Got about a minute. You can hit pause if you need to, Kyle.
No, we're not going to take the coward's way out. Joe Marino's top quarterback in the NFL, according to his rankings on these,
it's going to be Joe Burrow.
7 statistics, Joe Burrow. Yeah. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, your top 3.
And I'm canceled. Thank you. This was wonderful.
Now, Lamar had 30 points total. Josh Allen had 32. So it was very, very narrow. If it makes you feel any better, I had Josh Allen at 2, but he was also behind Lamar Jackson. Jackson and Allen for me were in all 7 categories. I don't think, and I respect the hell out of this for you, for your list, you didn't have a single quarterback that was represented in all 7 categories. So I appreciate the variety. We appreciate you all for checking out the show. Kyle Crabbs, Joe Marino. We got to get out of here. We'll talk to you all again soon.